To Lewis, producer of 2 films that are here at the Martha's Vineyard African American Film Festival. But 333, you worked on with your wife,
Yes.
Ntori Lewis.
Yes, produced it.
What's it like working with family?
Man, I mean, it's definitely trying at times.
Okay.
You know, it's definitely trying. But at the end of the day, it's a joy, you know, when you get to see something come from nothing, from her thoughts, because she wrote 333, and to see her tell me about the thought and idea of it, and then come back later and bring it to me and say, all right, how are we going to get this done? And I put the key in the car and say, all right, this is the way we're going to do it. This is how we're going to hire the people. And, you know, at the end of the day, it's a great feeling to do something like that with your wife. It's like having kids.
Well, as a producer, that's what I was going to ask you. As a producer on a film, the finished product is like giving birth, right?
Right.
That's your baby. But then when it's not as personal, because you have another film here in the festival, what's that like? How do you have to wear different hats or different thought process?
No, I think it's the same, because everything that we produce is with intention, and we want to make sure that we put the same love and thought in every project that we do. And I think everything that we do, even outside of TV and film and other veins, we do the same thing. We make sure we are fully intentional and make sure we put a lot of emotion and just drive into it.
What's the goal behind the production company? What stories are you trying to tell? What stories interest you?
I think for me, personally, I love stories about men of color, showing us in a highlight, showing us in the daily struggles that we go through, because a lot of times our conversation through men, we don't get to have those in public. And so for me, like Color Book is about a father and son story. So those are the stories I really like to tell, but I like to tell stories that a lot of underserving communities get, you know, that we don't get a chance to show all the time. So,
and where does that passion come from? Like, why those stories? Why are they so important to you?
I feel like me being an ex-athlete and coming from sports, a lot of times it was some of my friends that didn't make it to where I got to. And it's all about exposure. It's all about the people and community that you're around. And so I want to be able to be a voice and lift up the people from my community that didn't get those chances, because I know they have powerful stories. I know some of them could have made it further than me if they had the right community. So it's good to highlight these people, and it's good to highlight our community so we can build together and not just be alone on the island.
When you're working with your wife and you're on set, there's the language that you use on set.
Yeah.
How are you able to maybe turn that off when you gotta come back home and wash your hands and wash up for dinner?
Oh my goodness. You know, well, it's a learning lesson, right? Because for me, because my wife, she was a childhood pop star, right? And so she's always been an artist her entire life. And for me, I've always did business my entire life. And so I know when to turn it off, because she's now getting into business. She's like, no, it's always going on, right? I'm an artist in the day, and then I'm doing business at night. And I'm like, no, hold on. We got to calm it down. We got to go to sleep. We could talk about it. Give me some office hours, you know. But it's learning. It's ebbs and flows, because we're both teaching each other things. So we're learning it, and we're finding a great balance.
The 23rd Annual Martha's Vineyard African American Film Festival. For Black creatives, this is a launching pad.
Yes.
What does it mean for you to have 2 films in this festival?
I think for me, I have never been to the Vineyard. I didn't even know about it, really. Coming from Atlanta, Georgia, East Atlanta, Georgia, we don't hear about this. You know, we don't get exposure to this, you know, even though, like, coming up here, I see that a lot of people from Spelman and Morehouse and my aunts and uncles all taught at the AU Center. And I don't even know if they were privy to it, right? And so it's a honor to know this side of the world now. And now I'm able to take the lessons here and go give them back to my community and say, hey, this is what we strive to be. This is how this looks. This is how we can represent and show up in the world, in this community. And being here with 2 films on our first time on our production company is only like 2.5 years old. and our first 2 films are both here. It's just amazing. And Color Book is actually up for Best Feature.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. To Lewis, and 2 is not enough. He's got 2 films. He's wearing multiple hats. He's a husband. He's a father. He's a producer. He's a businessman. He's a former athlete. Like, we might have to call you 10 Lewis.
I know, right? I know, right? Well, we gonna stay 10 toes down, me and you, my brother.
That's what I'm talking
we
about.
We gonna stay 10 toes down forever, man. It's a pleasure to even meet you.
Man, it's been my honor to interview you, man. Thank you for doing this.
Thank you so much. Thank you.